Here be hip number 47, Mr. Cale Peterson aboard BSR Dodger. A no score, a 213.4 and a 203.9 and a 210.1 on the day so far. Well, Logan's going to go to the post. They're going to be a 7 and 7.7, 7.77 to finish out the day. 215.8, 215.8 for Cale Peterson and BSR Dodger. Let's go to hip number 28. Hip number 28. That's going to be Dinah. Oh, yeah, she's hired. Brett Buss, owner-operator of the hired gun 6-year-old mare. Was a 199.3, 216, a 216.2, and a no score. Heading back to the short round. Well, it's going to be an 8.50 plus 5, an 8.5 and 0 plus the 5. And it's going to be a 212 for Brett Buss, and oh yeah, she's hired. Okay, let's go to hip number 43. Hip number 43 is going to be Riley Roth back on Vito Corleone. Was a no score, a 208.4, a 213.3, and a 218.3. Vito Corleone, they call him Levi. 5-year-old gelding owned by Robin Walker, shown here today by Riley Roth. And it's going to be an 8 and 6-1, 8 and 6-1, and a 217.9 for Riley Roth and Vito Corleone. Let's go to hip number 36. Hip number 36. That's going to be Clint Bueller here on Gala Sakonek. Plain Jane, going to be a 6-year-old gelding. 221.4, 202.8, a no score, and 218.1 here throughout the day. And we're looking at a 6-1-4, a 6 and 1-4. Hey, you're going to like this. 223.4, 223.4 for Clint Bueller and Gala Sakonek. Let's go to 45. Let's go to hip number 45. Here's Logan Bonnett on I'm a Steady Checks. Was a 210.1, a no score, a 218, and a 216.8. I'm a Steady Checks, MR Amarillo Checks. Comes to us from Ken and Lane Betts, are the breeders. And they're clean in the field, going to be a 6.48, a 6 and 48. Hey, 220.1, 220.1 for Logan Bonnett and I'm a Steady Checks. Here comes hip number 48, Bar MM Hollywood Star, owned by Ted Evans. Clint Bueller doing the riding. He was a no score, 215.1, a 218, and a 214.3 here this afternoon. Well, it's going to be a 601, 601 plus the 10 plus the 5, 601 plus the 10 plus the 5. For a running total of 207, 207 for Clint Bueller and a Bar MM Hollywood Star. Let's go to hip number 40. Hip number 40 is Clint Bueller going to be back on Dudley Wilson's Shining Boons. We're going to give him a moment here. 210.8 in the first round. 216 in the second round, 211 and 6 in the third, and 206 in the fourth on this 6-year-old gelding owned by Dudley Wilson. Breeder is Kayla Hepner. Well, an 833, an 833 in the field. A 217.2, a 217.2 for Clint Bueller and a Shining Boons, hip number 40. Now we're going to go with hip number 34. Hip number 34 is Cash Bonnett on DT Metallic Jet. 205.2, a 219.3, a 218.8, 219.3. Hip number 34 is going right now. Followed up by 49, you're on deck. 30, you're in the hole. 31, be getting ready. 44, be thinking about it. And they're going to slip a leg to be a 675, a 675 plus the 5, a 675 plus the 5. 216.8, 216.8 for Cash Bonnett and DT Metallic Jet. Let's go to hip number 30. Hip number 30 in your catalog. We're going to go with Clint Weston and Weaver's Perks Dandy. 5-year-old mare. That has been a 218.9, a 215, a 227, a 220.7, and a 212.8 throughout the afternoon. 219.9 for Clint Weston and hip number 30, Weaver's Perks Dandy. And they were 662 in the field there, by the way. Now we're watching hip number 31. This is Greg Crothers on Nicked by Honor. To go with the 215, a 221, a 214, a 216, and then that 221 at the end in round number 5. And they're going to be cleaning the field with a 642, 642, 221.1, 221.1. Good job, Greg Crothers and Nicked by Honor. Let's go to hip number 44. Hip number 44 is going to be Brett Buss back on the stud horse here, 5-year-old stud horse. Zan's Hot and Blue, owned by Dwight Wigmeyer, was a 218.3, a 221.7, a 214.6, and a 215.1. Yeah, it's going to be a +5, a 761 plus the 5, 761 plus 5. And a 218.4, 218.4 for Brett Buss, the Wigmeyers, and Zan's Hot and Blue, Corona. Let's go to hip number 24. Hip number 24. Here's Levi Simpson. Here's Noodles, Wimpy's dual pep. You saw him in the heeling earlier today. 218.4, 219.4, a 211.6, and a 222.4 here this afternoon. Here's a horse brought to us by Ty Gordon. 5-year-old gelding. And it's going to be a 648 plus 5, 648 plus the 5. 219.1, 219.1 for Wimpy's dual pip, hip number 24. That is going to be Dawson Graham aboard last year's champion, JT Rising Sensation. 223.7 in the last round to win the last round. Here's a horse that's brought to us from V Workin Ranching Limited. 5-year-old gelding, a 218.6, a 212.4, a 220.4, and then that 223.7 in the last round. Breeders' Elite eligible. 5-year-old out of JT Tallyline Dock. Good run, fellas. It's going to be a 6-3-0, 6-3-0. Well, you ought to like this. How about a 224.7, 224.7 for Dawson Graham and JT Rising Sensation. Let's go to hip number 27. Hip number 27. Here comes Pep's Smart Gunner. Was a 215.6, a 220.8, a 222.3, and then a 218.1. And Dawson just roped on one. He's got to get back and get on another one. Yes, sir. It's going to be a 695, a 6-9-5, 223.1, 223.1 for Pep's Smart Gunner and Dawson Graham. All right, then there was 2. Down to hip number 32. Hip number 32, here comes Telf Welling on Frost in Paradise. A 220, a 217, a 222, and a 220 throughout the afternoon. On this PC, a double frost bred 6-year-old gelding they call Cheddar Bob. Well, the steer steps left a little bit, but they're going to make a 7-71 out of it, a 7-71 out of it. 219.8, 219.8. All right. Now we're going to head to your number 1 callback. Here be hip number 37. Hip number 37. May Nick Kisser by Nickster. Your 6-year-old gelding brought to us from Travis Nicholson. A 222, a 221.8, a 221.8, and a 215.9. to be your number one callback horse here in the 5 to 6 year old head horse at the 2022 Fall Classic Rope Horse Futurity. Breeders' Elite eligible here on this 6-year-old. Well, a 5.83 plus the 10, a 5.83 plus the 10. We're going to tabulate a score. A 214.7, 214.7. Hold your head high, Travis. You showed that horse excellent today. All right, friends, we're going to do a little bit of tabulating. We're going to get back to you